It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Las Vegas. It's the Broncos and the Raiders on Sunday night.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway.
So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive.
They're led out by the ninth-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Ross. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out right at the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ross. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Ross.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Carr going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On first down, it's Ross. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Ross. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the left side. Ross. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
73 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
On 1st down, Ross. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So the Broncos coming out now. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have it looking at 3rd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Encroachment, defense.
So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Now, rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
Encroachment, defense.
And no measurement needed. It was 4th and 5. Give them 5 yards. First down.
I know they were excited about the possibility of getting in and blocking a kick, and sometimes you get too amped up and create a penalty, and that gave them a first down.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
694.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smart. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Denver's offense now set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a give right side. It's Ross, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing his car on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Draymond Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
93.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So we come upon halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. They'll keep it on the ground. Ross. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
And take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
29.
On play action, now Carr.
Slant to Adams.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They fake the handoff, now Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone, Carr. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
6-18.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Tyreek Hill taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards.
And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back to throw now on first down.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Greg Dulcich,
28 yards.
and the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
You're right. 637. 694.
To throw from his end zone. Carr. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 99 yards.
And the Raiders continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Being chased out left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos are able to claw one back.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
To throw from his end zone, Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. Hey, 734. That's it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night.
it.